All right, welcome back, everybody. Today, we are going to be talking about how we multiply radicals. Now, we're going to kind of jump around on this document a little bit. One thing to note is every problem I do is, well, actually, how about this? All of these are essentially your homework problems. As I do a problem, you'll have that answer kind of for free. So you want to follow along, copy down the work so that you can sit there and submit that later on. But at the end of the day, your homework will be to have this whole sheet completed. I'll probably end up doing about half of it. So here we're talking about multiplying radicals. Now, to multiply radicals, I actually want to jump to a harder problem. So let's go to, how about problem number 13? That looks like a good one. Whenever you try to multiply radicals, the one thing to remember is you need to multiply the like parts. What I mean by that is you need to multiply the outside numbers and the inside numbers. So 3 and 5 are both outside numbers. So we're going to multiply those together. And they're going to go on the outside. So 3 times 5 is going to give us 15. Now, on the inside, we did have two inside numbers here too. 12 and 15 were both inside numbers, meaning they were both inside the square root. So if we grab our calculator, maybe, there it is. So 12 times 15, we get 180. Now that's going to go inside of the square root because it came from the two inside numbers over here that were both inside the square root. Now our job's not done here, and it won't be done on most of these problems at this point. Yes, you have multiplied them, which is fantastic, but you do still need to go a little bit further. So 180, let's break that down. So 180 would be 2 and 90. 90 is 2 and 45. 45 is 9 and 5. This is ending, ending, ending. And 9 is 3 and 3. So I'm going to be able to rewrite this and simplify it. So I could really rewrite it as 15 on the outside. And then I'm going to have 2, 2, 3, 3, 5. This is where we do our 2-for-1 special. This is why we've been practicing that for the last week. If you have two of the same number, you get to pull one of those to the outside. Two of the same number, you get to pull one of those to the outside. So I'm going to have a 15 on the outside, I'm going to have a 2 on the outside, and I'm going to have a 3 on the outside. And those are all going to get multiplied together. Now what was left on the inside? Just 5. So he's going to stay in there. So last but not least, 15 times 2 times 3 is 90. So my final answer here will be 90 square roots of 5. It's a little bit of work, but it's basically just simplifying. Once you get over the new multiplying piece, it's not so bad. Let's do another one. How about number 16? So again, the way you want to do this is you want to multiply your outside numbers together. 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. And then you want to multiply your inside numbers together. 4 and 12. 4 times 12 is going to give us 48. So I'm going to have 6 square roots of 48. Now our job is to simplify that. So 48 is just 6 and 8. 6 is 2 and 3. 8 is 4 and 2. 4 is 2 and 2. So I get 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 as those final numbers, right? It's always where did my branches end. So I could really rewrite this now as 6 square roots of 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Now it's important to realize the only part that's new was just how we combine these together. Everything else, though, is very much the same. So look for any pairs. We can pull out a 2. You can pull out another 2. These get multiplied together. 2 times 6 times 2 gives us 24 on the outside. And then we're going to have square root of 3 over here. And just like that, we're done. Right, so that's like the big idea. You multiply the outside numbers, and you multiply the inside numbers. Same thing happens over here. Even if you have a negative, it works the same way. Negative 2 times 4 is going to give us a negative 8. And then our inside numbers were 5 and 5, which are going to give us a positive 25. So, breaking this down, 25 is just 5 times 5. So I could really rewrite this as negative 8 square roots of 5 times 5 And remember, if you have two of the same, you get to pull out 1. So I'm going to have negative 8 times 5. And my square root sign actually is going to disappear because there's nothing left in it. So negative 8 times 5 will end up being negative 40. Great. Well done, everybody. Now let's look at a slightly different problem. So what if we had, well, actually, how about this one right here? This looks like a good one. This one. They don't both have an outside number, right? The 4 is there, sure, but this one just has a negative. Now here's what you need to know. Whenever you don't see a number in front, you can put a 1 out front if that helps you think about it like that. So if we multiply our outside numbers together, negative 4 times a negative 1 is going to make a positive 4. Then let's multiply our inside numbers together. 10 times 2 is 20. Now we do want to square root this and simplify. So 20 would break into 5 and 4. 4 is 2 and 2. Take all of your inside numbers and let's just rearrange them. So I'm going to have 4 square roots of 2, 2, 5. And then if there's a 2 for 1 special, we should do it. 2 2s, pull 1 out. So I'm going to have 4 times 2 on the outside. And I still have a 5 inside because he didn't pair up with anything. 4 times 2 is 8 square roots of 5, which will be our final answer. So again, if you see a problem where there's not an outside number, you can put one in. So another problem like that would be number 11, and I think number 15 over here. The other ones should be relatively straightforward. Let's go up to the top half now. Now, on all of these, if you notice, neither of them had an outside number. So when this happens, the problem's even easier. Then you just need to multiply the insides together, since there are no outsides. 5 times 20 is 100. Now we just need to simplify. So simplifying 100, this would be 10 times 10, which is 5 times 2, and 5 times 2. So I can really rewrite this, right? My code would be 2, 2, 5, 5. Now we want to look for any pairs. 2 for 1 special it, so I can pull out a 2, I can pull out a 5. Now in this one, notice how our square root disappears. That's okay. 2 times 5 gives us a 10, and since we don't have anything left in the square root is gone. Let's do one more of those. How about, let's do number 4 here. Since there's no outside numbers, you don't need to multiply them. You only are going to need to multiply the outside numbers on the second half of this worksheet, so on problems 9 through 16. But on number 4 here, since we do have 2 inside numbers, we always multiply the like parts. So this is going to give us the square root of 60. Now we do still need to simplify this. So 60 is 6 and 10. 10 is 2 and 5. 6 is 2 and 3. So we can rewrite the square root of 60 as 2, 2, 3, 5. Here we have a 2 for 1 special, so we can pull that out. And then the 3 and the 5 were left inside, so we multiply them back together to get 15. Here's your big takeaway. Whenever you want to multiply radicals, you always multiply the like parts. In the top problems here, they only had inside numbers. Everything had a square root over it, so you just multiplied the insides and then you simplified. On the bottom numbers down here, we started to introduce problems where there was an outside number. And in those problems, you would multiply the 2 outside numbers together, and then you would multiply the 2 inside numbers together. On this one, negative 4 times negative 4 is going to give us a positive 16. Then I would have my square root, right? That's on the outside because it came from outside numbers. 2 times 4 is going to give us 8, and that's going to be on the inside. Now, this problem right here, I'm not going to finish it for you. This one is not done, though. And the reason this is not done is that you still need to simplify. Still need to simplify. So, maybe that's a good one for you to start on. The rest of these problems are going to be yours for homework. Start working through them. They shouldn't take you too long. If If you have any questions, make sure you're reaching out and getting help. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.